Hi William, what did you bring me? This looks like a outdoor fixed blade. I think this is the rake. Yep, this is a new rake knife. Let's take a look at this and see how it does. Test it. Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about the Ruike F815-J. This is a very cool knife. It's kind of a backpacking or fishing knife. It's a fixed blade, but it's in a small package and it's nice and lightweight. So right off the bat, I want to do a weight on this thing. We'll zero out the scale here. So for the whole package, sheath and knife, we're looking at 6.7 ounces, looking at 3.8 ounces by itself for the knife. Bradford Guardian 3, right, which is a smaller knife, 3.7 ounces, so a little heavier, or right, I guess right about the same. If you're going back and forth, this was 3.6 until I switched it. Now it's reading 3.8, but this has a larger, much more comfortable handle, similar size blade. If you're looking at the whole package of the Bradford with the leather sheath, 6.0. Again, for this one, 6.8. So it is a bit heavier than something like this, but it's also a much more practical knife, which I will get into. Let's get right into testing on this because the testing went phenomenally. We'll get into the rest of the review later. Testing on this, it did 450 cuts in my edge retention testing, and it was literally still shaving sharp after that. I have never seen that even with the best steels out there. And this is 14C28N steel. One of the better performing ones that I've ever tested, even though it's not generally associated with high-end knives. The cutting hole, or the hole in the middle here, was a bit annoying when I was testing it. It does allow the knife to shift back and forth a little bit because your fingertips kind of fall into the hole. So there's a little less grip than I would like, but it's not as annoying as you would think for there being much of the handle missing. The back of the handle is still very comfortable. They did a good job of smoothing this out, and it fills the hand nicely, so that's not a deal breaker for me, but it's not the greatest. Let's show some testing here. So this is my testing for the edge retention. You get a good grip when you're cutting through hard things like wood. It doesn't hang up, you know, it's got plenty of leverage from that handle. So good job there. Cutting rope, I don't generally like a lot of curve on a blade like this for cutting rope, but it's okay because you've got that hooked handle. You get a bit more of an aggressive push into there. Cutting rope, I would say, is probably the weakness of this knife though. Cording rope, there is enough of a choil there at the bottom to catch on fibrous material. So that is one slight negative. But you can see I'm getting through the paracord here with no trouble whatsoever. Flat surface cutting is where this knife definitely excels. If you're cutting against a flat surface like a piece of wood here, there's plenty of belly on that blade to get through anything you would want. You can see I'm going through this very easily. So cutting fruit, cutting on a cutting board, cutting vegetables up, using this as a camp knife, excellent shape for that. It's also a very good fillet knife, good for cleaning fish. It's not too long to get in your way when you're skinning. It's a great hunting / skinning knife. Really versatile outdoor small knife. Again, it's not a big knife. It wouldn't be big enough for like a full-on bushcraft knife. Very versatile small knife, great fishing knife. The biggest thing I want to talk about this with is the sheath system. So this sheath clicks in, it holds very securely for tip up or tip down carry. You put your thumb here to pop it out of the sheath, and it's not going to fall out. There's no worries about carrying this tip up. But the standout feature of this sheath system is the clip. Okay, this clip can change angles, and you don't have to unbolt it to do it. All I have to do to change the angle of the clip, it's locked. I push this little tab down, and it rotates. So I can change this from a scout carry like this on my belt. I can push that tab while I'm wearing it, and I can rotate it to carry tip down without even taking the knife off my belt. This is, without a doubt, the best sheath system I have ever seen on a fixed blade. You will find yourself carrying this and using it more because you have this sheath system where you can just adjust it to however you need in an instant. The only downside of it is that this is not the largest hole, so if you have a very wide belt, it won't fit. But overall, again, I mean, just a fantastic sheath system. This is the easiest fixed blade to carry that I have ever seen. You can put that clip on without taking your belt off. You can adjust it to however you want to carry it, and it will hold securely. Absolutely, absolutely love it. What are my conclusions on this? Absolutely buy this knife. This is, without a doubt, one of the best small to medium fixed blades I have ever seen. There's plenty of handle, even if you have extra large hands. The hole, again, is a bit annoying, but you still get a secure hold on it. I absolutely love this knife. I think this is one of the most highly recommended knives that I have tried on this channel. I'm trying to find an excuse to keep this one for myself, so definitely love it. If you're looking for a small outdoor fixed blade that you need to carry in a lot of different ways, it's really hard to do any better than this. So I hope that is helpful. Absolutely fantastic little knife here.